Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, August 18th, 2016. Over the next few days, the main fire potential impacts will be lightning and some wind. For this afternoon, we are looking at a mix of wet and dry lightning across the area highlighted in red. And further to the south and east this afternoon, we will also see showers and thunderstorms, but those will be mostly wet. Then, as we move into Friday, we will start to see winds increase in the afternoon. There's a cold front that will make its way through the area, and that will shift winds to the north. We will see wind speeds pick up a bit, and temperatures will cool. Over the past 24 hours, there was a fair amount of precipitation across the Great Basin. The greatest rainfall totals were across southwestern Utah and into the Arizona Strip, where you can see some areas that received as much as an inch of rain. There was also quite a bit of lightning associated with these storms. You can see from the map on the right. Quite a bit of lightning, again, across southern Utah, the Arizona Strip. There's also some lightning across portions of Nevada and Idaho as well. Initial attack yesterday was light. We had about 17 news starts yesterday, and there are some larger ongoing fires across the Great Basin. I thought it would be interesting to take a look a little further back at our precipitation and how it compares to normal. So our map on the left shows where we stand over the past 30 days, and you can see really pretty much the entire Great Basin is below normal, with the exception of the southeastern portion of the area. Then if you look back 90 days, which is the image on the right, it gets even drier. You can see even more areas fall into that below normal category. That's anything that's yellow into the red color range. And really, over the past 90 days, the only areas are just some isolated portions of southern Utah, the Arizona Strip, and far southern Nevada. The rest of the Great Basin has been quite dry, and so, again, it's no surprise that our ERCs are so high across the northern and central parts of the Great Basin. You can see that GB15 in southwestern Nevada and GB5 in southeastern Utah are above the 97th percentile as far as ERCs. And then if you look at the individual RAWS points, you can see those RAWS stations showing up that are above the 97th percentile. And really a high concentration in those areas of RAWS above the 97th percentile. So our fuels are quite dry in much of the Great Basin. The water vapor satellite shows a low pressure system way up over Canada, and then another disturbance over just north of the Great Basin. This afternoon we do have some moisture across the area, and that leads to concerns with lightning. You can see from the significant fire potential map on the right, we are highlighting portions of the Great Basin as we are concerned about the potential for dry lightning. Looking in a little more detail, you can see from the map on the right where those storms are expected to form. So you can see part of Nevada, southeastern Idaho, and much of Utah are expected to see showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Further south and east, the moisture is deeper, and so the greatest concern for those dry thunderstorms is across those northern portions of the Great Basin where we will see those thunderstorms develop. Relative humidities across much of the area are low, with the exception of southeastern Utah and the Arizona Strip. You can see the higher humidities down in this portion of the Great Basin. As we move into Friday, that moisture begins to be pushed out of the area from the north as a cold front makes its way into the area. We will see winds pick up across the Great Basin and shift to the north as this front moves through. And so we are highlighting portions of our area for our wind concerns on Friday. Looking in some more detail at the forecast on Friday, you can see humidities are beginning to increase across Idaho with that cooler air making its way into the Great Basin with the cold front. And on Friday, those showers and thunderstorms will be pushed to the south and the east. And then as far as winds on Friday, winds will be the strongest across southeastern Idaho and portions of northern Utah. Moving into Saturday, that cold front continues to make its way south through the area. You can see really by Saturday, with the drier air behind that front, not a lot of storm activity across the area. The relative humidities will come up a bit further south into the Great Basin on Saturday. Over the next 3 days, really not much in the way of precipitation accumulation. The greatest amounts are forecast to be further south in the Great Basin. On Sunday, there is a potential for moisture to make its way back up into the southern part of the Great Basin. If this happens, we will see return of shower and thunderstorm activity to the southern part of the Great Basin. And that continues into Monday with the increasing moisture across the south. And then on Tuesday, it looks like we get another push of dry air from the north, and we could see winds pick up Monday, Tuesday next week with another system brushing by to the north of the area. Looking at the 7-day precipitation accumulation map, you can see there's a lot more in the way of precipitation than we saw in the 3-day, and most of this is forecast to come in that 4 to 5 day period when we see that moisture return from the south. Finally, looking at the Climate Prediction Center 8 to 14 day outlook, they are calling for above normal temperatures across the northwestern part of the Great Basin, and below normal precipitation across the southern part of the Great Basin. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Our contact information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.